I actually lost money doing dropshipping. I think I spent overall like...
I'm coming in hot.
I didn't realize how many months has passed since I last made my YouTube video about dropshipping, but I'm pretty much going to be giving an update on what happened with dropshipping, am I still doing it, and how I did. So, I gotta sneeze. I don't think it's gonna go. Okay. We gonna carry on. Quick recap, last year I started dropshipping during quarantine, and you know, all this time off, I decided to finally deep dive into it. I opened up 2 stores. One store overall, I think it made 7K. I have screenshots and a video clip right here. And then I actually opened up another store, and I think within 2 months, I think it was like, I ran it from September, October, November, 3 months, I guess. I think I stopped at November. 3 months, I think it grossed overall 9K. This is a screenshot. I didn't actually screenshot this properly because you can see how it shows only up till September, and then you'll see sales kind of drizzle out after like October and November. But yeah, to be honest, I do not dropship anymore. I stopped completely. I closed both of the stores down. And of course, I'm gonna be going over pros and cons with you because making however much is that, 9 plus 7, 16-ish K USD is dope.
2020, I came to fuck it up, yeah.
I actually didn't make money. I lost money overall because all the money I spent on advertising on Facebook. But anyways, let's go over the good before we get to the bad. What's really cool about dropshipping is anybody can do it, you know what I mean? I'm not going to downplay it and say it's easy, but there's definitely a lot of help now on YouTube on how to go about it. It's cool because you can make money literally anytime you want. The internet doesn't sleep, your store is always open, and depending on where you're advertising to, there will always be shoppers on your website. 2, you actually don't hold any of the inventory. I generated 16K overall in revenue, and I didn't touch a single product of mine at all.
My yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
That aspect of not having to deal with like shipping it out to the closest postal office to whoever ordered on your website, definitely not as time consuming. 3, you're on your own schedule, so you can literally work on your website anytime you want, and you move at your own pace. You want to scale more, put in more money. You want to take it slow, then by all means, take it a little bit slower and have a lower budget for your advertisements. 4, you can make a lot of money off dropshipping. I've seen a lot of people do it, and they're kind of low-key about it. They're not the ones that are posting YouTube tutorials on how to do so.
Takes a bag. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
But let's get to the cons, because the cons, oh my goodness. Woo! If I were to describe my dropshipping experience, it would definitely be more on the bad side of the things I went through. Because 1, sometimes suppliers that you chose on your website, they take forever to ship. I remember my first ever product I sold, it didn't hit the customer's doorstep, I think, until like a month or 2 after. And I'm not the type of person who's okay with that. Like, I feel genuinely bad for the person who ordered on my website.
Unbelievable.
But it all worked out in the end. 2, you definitely need to put a lot of money up front because you're testing a lot of products and see what's working. Is this specific advertisement converting customers when they go onto your website? I guess 3 kind of ties in with number 2, but I was dealing with so many customer complaints because of how long my manufacturers were taking. One of my websites, it was a specific print on demand. It's somewhat, I guess, drop shipping. I had t-shirt designs and people were able to decide pretty much which design they wanted. My manufacturer would automatically kind of make it and ship it right to them. Because of the, you know, the pandemic, it took literally 3 months. 3 months just to fulfill these orders. And I'm not even kidding you. Like, I have, let me pull it up on my MacBook real quick. One thing that came out of it was me going on my phone nonstop to make sure I could respond to these customer complaints, to make sure that they think I'm a legit website. Because if they request a refund,
Oh, hell no!
I've already paid for the advertising. You can't refund the advertising I paid, so it'd be a bigger loss. So I was on my phone constantly, and I feel like it like worsened my addiction to my phone to make sure like I was giving them good customer experience, at least on that part, because of how long it just kept taking. What I'm about to show you is literally the screenshots that I took to show customers that their order is in progress from what I saw on my end. And what you see is the only ones I had on my MacBook. I also did the same thing on my PC where I was responding to emails and everything like that. So this is just a portion of it, but that's where it started and that's where it continue to go. And that's just from my MacBook alone. So it was definitely mentally taxing it is to make sure you're staying on top of this thing, because at the end of the day, it's still a business. You are catering to your customers.
The game plan is you go in there, hit them with some good shit, don't get hit, and come home with a pocket full of cash.
Number 4, Facebook and PayPal. I guess they could honestly be on their own, but PayPal was holding my money sometimes because of how much was going into the account. It was kind of flagged as like, okay, we got to make sure everything you're doing here is legit. And Facebook, if they do not like a specific thing about your ad, in some way the algorithm picks up that there's something on your advertisement that's against their guidelines, they could just stop running your ads. Let's just say it got so bad at one point, I had to contact the manufacturer's CEO, where like the people in the support team weren't really helping me much, and I was like, you know what, like I need to get this done because this is getting too frustrating at this point. People are asking for refunds and I'm like, no, because the refund policy says it's a final sale, just to protect me on my end, which is really bad. I feel bad about it. I literally went on Google, I searched up the CEO's name, I found his email, I emailed the CEO and I was like, yo, I'm not the type to leave a bad review, but my experience with your company has been so bad, like I'm about to tear him a new one, you know what I mean? I didn't say it like that. Obviously, I was more respectful, but I pretty much told the CEO, like, hey, something needs to be done. Like, I don't know why it's been taking this long, blah, blah, blah. The CEO eventually fixed the problem, which is, like, cool, you know what I mean? They were trying to make me pay to resend an order to a customer who moved to a different address. And because the mail got resent to the warehouse, since the customer moved, I had to repay for the shipping to the new address. And I was like, if you guys didn't take 3 months to deliver the customer's order, it wouldn't have gone down like this, you know what I mean? So it was just
unbelievable.
like, ugh. I had another site where somebody ordered and then the customer claimed that the package was not there. I look at the tracking number and then it says it was delivered and it was like USPS and it was really credible. And I felt like the person was just trying to say, oh, they didn't receive their package. So quick summary of what a chargeback is. The customer pretty much goes to their bank and says, hey, I didn't receive my order, blah, blah, blah. Can I get my money back? They were scammed. So the bank pretty much takes the money that you already received on your bank account and requests it back. So then you're literally being charged for it. And you already paid the cost to acquire that customer through the advertisements. You already paid for their order and you made a little bit of profit. You automatically lost that. Just thinking about this just makes my head hurt. I eventually actually won that chargeback because I told them, hey, this is the tracking number. I was able to provide like details. The customer never approached me on wanting a refund or that they didn't receive their order. And I don't know, I guess I won. And that was I didn't realize until literally 3 months of it happening that I won that chargeback because of how long it sometimes takes to process things. Oh, man, think about this. Dropshipping was hard. But it was also really rewarding. I learned a lot of things. I definitely recommend it to anybody who's really interested in that field. I am still interested in e-com. Just at this point in time right now, my focus has been the stock market. But yeah, 16K USD. I don't know how much that is in Canadian. Hey Google, how much is 16K USD in Canadian?
16 United States dollars is approximately 19 Canadian dollars and 86 cents.
Working on a weekend like usual. Way off in the deep end like usual.
So around 19,000 Canadian overall is how much I generated in dropshipping. I think I spent overall like 3K Canadian running advertisements and all that stuff. I honestly could have lost even more, but something to take out of this is if you want to get into dropshipping, you could definitely learn it because I honestly launched my store within, I'd say like a week, not even 3 days maybe, and I got my first sale within like 24 hours. That pretty much concludes my story. Next video is probably going to be me talking about how I made 35K, 30K USD in the stock market. Yeah, until then, peace.
I got somewhere to be. I want you to come with me.
Like 30K USD, 35K USD ish in a week. Okay, yeah, now peace.